Paranoid, prepared, or nonchalant? Which one are you, and which one would you consider your peers or associates around you? This is an interesting question right here.
I would say I'm more paranoid than anything. Probably it's probably a bad thing. I don't know if it's because of where I come from. High violent areas. You have to keep your head on the swivel. Everything's just not peaches and cream. So I don't know. I don't know if it's because of that or if I just have a level of paranoia based off of watching the news too much, social media, or what. But I would say I'm more paranoid than anything. We touched on it. Like I do carry a firearm, not because I'm paranoid necessarily, but because I do feel like there's potential for anything to happen at any given time, where you may have to, fight for your life, or you may have to save someone else's life. So in that sense, I would say I'm more paranoid than anything. There are times where I feel like I am nonchalant, of course, depending on what areas I'm in. But yeah, I brought this up because I feel like when I see people out and about, I see a lot of people that are nonchalant, and that could be from just not paying attention to their surroundings, or based off of their clothing choices. And to some people, it's like, okay, what I wear? What does that have to do with anything? But and in my, I'm sorry, in my mind, it's like I'm not gonna put on sandals to go to Target or to go to Walmart, because anything can happen. And if you have to run in said sandals,
Yeah, makes sense.
it's not
Makes
going to
sense
be a
though.
good thing. You know what I mean? You're probably going to lose those sandals. So just based off of observation, I feel like I see a lot of people that are nonchalant,
Yeah.
but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Facts. G, how you feel about it? How you feel about it?
Nah, I mean, shoot, I feel like I'm all three at sometimes, man. Like, sometimes I feel paranoid, sometimes I feel prepared, sometimes I feel, nonchalant. It just depends on the situation. Usually when I go out, like I'm always paying attention to my surroundings. So like I would say like when I'm out and about with somebody or we are going out, on an occasion, event or whatever, I'm always like kind of paranoid and kind of nonchalant, not nonchalant, but prepared like for anything to happen. You know what I mean? Like especially if we going like to a bar or something where it's gonna be other people around. Maybe some guys there, trying to show off or whatever the case may be. I always pay attention to like what's going on around me. And I never like take my guard off or if I'm taking a drink or two, I'm not getting crazy drunk to where I don't know what's going on around me. That's never been like my style. Like I gotta know what's going on. You know what I mean? So in terms of like just being like nonchalant, it's just I feel like things I went through in 2020. Something I just be like, you know what, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't really phase me. So it's just like I just like whatever, kind of going through the flow with it. You know what I mean? But I would say for all three, most of the time I feel more paranoid than anything. I'm always thinking about the future for some reason. Like I even have trouble sleeping because of this. Like my mind is constantly like on 1,000, like every single day. Like I'm constantly thinking. And I don't know why. I think maybe because of 2020, maybe because I wasn't prepared for 2020. When 2019 ended, I went into 2020 thinking that it was going to be completely different than how it turned out. And I guess since then, I really haven't been the same. So, yeah.
Man, so this one was definitely interesting and mix of all three. Like, so for me, it's like, all right, if I'm thinking about like paranoid, right? I'm thinking about like, all right, I may have like the mental aspect of I'm gonna hurt myself. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that because I may hurt myself.
Mhm.
Like as me being paranoid.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I'm looking at it and being prepared, I'm like, okay, I know it's a risk to this, but I'm gonna do the best I can to execute it so that way I can minimize that risk of possibly hurting myself, right? So, okay, like if we working out now, too much of anything is going to be detrimental to your health, right? But I don't necessarily go into the gym thinking, damn, I might injure my back because I might go too heavy on squats. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of an aspect of if I keep my form right, the chances are I'm gonna continue to be able to do, what I need to do. Um, and then when I looked up when I thought about nonchalant, and I actually had to like look up the definition, but I don't kind of agree with the definition. So the definition of nonchalant is like relax and calm, either because they don't care
Mhm.
about something or because they're not worried about something. And I just feel like just because I'm relaxed and I'm calm doesn't necessarily mean I don't care about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so I think about like certain situations, like you said, like certain situations that happen, like I don't want it to become like it don't phase me. Like I don't want it to see
Mhm.
that we're killing each other every day and I'm just so unfazed by it that I'm like, what's new? Because I feel like as soon as I go there, it's no turning back. I think about like
Yeah.
the last election and you had so many people saying it don't my vote don't matter. I try my best not to develop that mindset because as soon as I have it, it's no turning back. Like it's no turning back. Like as soon as you feel like your vote don't matter or what we're doing right now isn't gonna reach the youth and help people better assess their lives, then it's like, yo, you're never gonna come back from that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it's I think a little bit has to do with our upbringing and our environment that we from. Like you said, Mel, like we forced to make sure that we have our hand on the swivel, like regardless. So I don't
Mhm.
care how nice of a neighborhood I live in, I'm always gonna lock my door. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care if I got my car in a garage. I'm always gonna lock the door. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like certain things that I feel like I'm always gonna have a heightened awareness to because of things that I done been through in the past, and that's just me staying grounded. Like no matter how far I come in life, I'm gonna make sure that A, B, and C is done. All right, before we go to bed, I'm gonna make sure the door is locked. That's like a constant.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So some people may see it as paranoia. I see it as I'm just being protective. You know what I mean? I mean it's 2022. Like anything can happen. Anything can happen. You know.
And
But that
and I,
that's a great question, though, Mel. That's a great question, bro.
Yeah, that was a great question, man.
and
So
not to harp on it too long. Oh, go ahead. My
no,
fault.
no, no,
No, go ahead.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was just saying not to harp on it too long. I think you used the key word was awareness, and I think everybody has a certain level of awareness,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and like you said, just because maybe I see somebody that may perceive themselves as nonchalant, maybe they do have their head on a swivel, and I just don't realize that. Or like you said,
Mhm.
maybe being calm can still be being prepared. You know what I mean? And I like again coming from where we come from, we're gonna have a certain heightened just sense of security, that's going to play a part in it. But yeah, I think it just depends on everybody's level of awareness for sure.
Yeah.
Facts. And it's certain people like you said, like with the sandals. Footwear, like
Yeah,
you always thinking about like if I need to get up out of here. All right. Like
that's my first thing.
Yeah, that's
when
the
we
first
go into
thing. Yeah.
restaurants, I don't like having my back to the door. I like knowing what my exit is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mhm.
it's certain things like
Yeah,
no matter how much we continue to climb the platform of success, I think it's just certain things that's embedded in us that will never go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I think that's
Yeah.
because we have that survival mentality. And I think a lot of that is based on where we come from and what we had to go through. Like God willing, man, I never want my kids to have to hear gunshots and automatically go to the ground.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think
Yeah.
about like times,
Yeah.
like, bro, when we had to do that, that shouldn't have been normal to us, but it was normal for us because of the environment.
Yeah, squeeze the juice out of the headphone, yo. When you think of me, you think of a problem.